Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like and definitely hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Doesn't cost you anything, it's absolutely free. What have I got today? Well, I found this interesting article on Tom Cruise because I think he is the flavour of the month at the minute, what with Maverick, Top Gun 2 Maverick, going over the $1 billion box office. It's a record-breaking event for Tom Cruise. It's the first time he's ever had $1 billion movie, and more luck to him. I found this article anyway because it's another kind of record-breaking moment for Tom Cruise, and it's about a movie that I'm very much looking forward to. It's the 7th and 8th movie in the Mission Impossible series. I think it's kind of going to be split into 2 movies under the same banner. Let's get into the article. Holy Ghost Protocol, it says, Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible becomes first movie ever allowed to film inside Westminster Abbey in London, England, because they never, I don't know if they've ever given permission, or they rarely give permission for film crews to enter the premises. So Tom must be doing something right. His latest blockbuster Top Gun is still flying high at the box office, smashing records and winning widespread acclaim from fans including William and Kate. Whee! Get in. Tom Cruise is looking to outdo himself once again with his next smash, landing a nod of support from the only organisation even loftier than the future king, the Church. Tom is heading back to London to film his forthcoming Mission Impossible 8, the latest thriller in the long-running franchise that includes 2011's Ghost Protocol. What does that mean? Is this more crap writing? The long-running franchise that includes 2000... Obviously it includes it, it's part of the franchise, you dumb. That's like saying in the long-running franchise, including all the films in the franchise. Oh, God, who writes this cack?
That is one big pile of shit.
Anyway, it is expected to raise the bar even further. In an extremely rare decision from the Church, Tom has been given exclusive permission to film inside Westminster Abbey, the nation's most important religious monument. Oh, that's clever. What the hell have I done there? A film source tells me Tom is really one... Fucking hell, put your teeth back in. A film source tells me Tom is really on one at the moment in terms of going bigger and better. There are literally no compromises. Nothing but the biggest and the best will do. Moving down. So, when he wanted to film inside a church for the new Mission film, it had to be Westminster Abbey. They turned down almost every request, so it's an incredible nod to Tom and the production team for them to say yes. Quote, it will make an extraordinary filming location and sets the tone for just how big this film is going to be. The budget is enormous. I read somewhere that the budget for this film, I don't know if it's for both films, but it's $300 million, so that's massive. The budget is enormous, of course, but the ambitions are even bigger. Tom only recently completed work on the as yet unreleased 7th installment in the Mission franchise, hooking up with co-star Hayley Atwell in the process. But the movie was beset by delays and hassles thanks to the pandemic restrictions, which saw sets shut down for a month and Tom stranded in Italy during the early weeks of the pandemic. The source adds that the whole crew, Tom and Chris McQuarrie, the director, are raring to go. They had so many setbacks on the film that they just wanted this one to break the mould, and the success of Top Gun 2 has really kick-started Tom. Mission 7, the first in a 2-part installment subtitled Dead Reckoning, will now be released in July next year, having cost almost $300 million to make. I think because of the success of Top Gun 2 and it's reached that magical $1 billion landmark, I think it's going to put Tom Cruise right up on the map. I know he's been on the map for years. He's had a career that spans over 40 years, but he's never had a massive box office well, he has had numerous box office successes, but he's never had like $1 billion movie. So I think that the Top Gun thing is going to stand him in very good stead for next year when this Mission Impossible movie comes out. I saw the previous one, Fallout, in the cinema with my family, and we thought it was absolutely astounding. I've seen all the movies and they are some of my favourite movies of all time. and I cannot wait to go and see this at the cinema. I will definitely be sat on a seat in the cinema to watch this movie next year. Anyhow, if Top Gun is anything to go by, they will see their cash back in a matter of days. I'll guarantee it. He is hoping this latest movie breaks the mold all over again. It's what cinema needs right now. Exactly, 100% agree with that. It is what cinema needs right now. You need some action and adventure and some masculinity. You just want heroes and villains and good versus evil. That's all you need. And a good story and good characters. I'm going to quickly flick over to this article in, I think it's the Daily Mirror. This is how far Tom Cruise goes when he wants to make a movie and he wants to make it perfect and he wants to do the very best that he can to give the audience something spectacular. This is what he's done for this movie. You can see there, here, in that photograph. That is an 80-year-old biplane that probably flew in the Second World War. I'm just going to read this little bit before I disappear. Okay? So it says that the movie's been hit by delays twice, most recently in June 2021, following the pandemic tests with the cast and crew. And then it goes on to say, Tom famously does his own stunts, and it was recently revealed he had been learning to fly a World War II military plane for Mission Impossible 8. Who does that kind of shit? I've got no idea. But a source recently told The Sun, Tom had started to learn to fly a Boeing Stearman biplane earlier this year for a major stunt scene in Mission Impossible 8. It's obviously a highly skilled task, but as usual, he has no plans to cut any corners or bring in a stuntman, because he does all of his own stunts. He's 60 years old now. He's nearly as old as that friggin' plane, for Christ's sake. So the film's only just wrapped on Mission Impossible 7, but Tom has not given himself a break. Trying to film jaw-dropping scenes with an 80-year-old plane is particularly dangerous. No shit, Sherlock. That is astounding. Oh, there's some teeth. That's the end of that. And this is the end of my video, and I'll thank you if you've stuck with me for this long. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the subscriptions. I shall see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Cheers.